Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good.
So, on this show, it's traditional. You have to give us a big "What's up?"
What's up?
There you go. A little more feeling. Come on.
A little more.
Yeah.
What's up?
How you doing?
Good. You guys?
I'm doing well.
We're recovering. We were tired.
Okay.
We were tired. We're
Same.
old. So, well, welcome to episode 18 of What's Up with Nitro Dave and Jeff here.
Hey.
So Marcelo Peña is the last name, correct? Yep.
Yes,
So,
Peña.
Marcelo, and I'm introducing you here. Marcelo was our Clash of the Titans winner over the weekend for the Clash of the Titans 450-ish.
Got that real nice bottle in the background, too.
Yeah, I see that little trophy over there. And so, Marcelo, tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Okay, I'm 19 years old. My name is Marcelo Peña, and well, the racing it's like part of a family tradition that we have in my family. I'm like the third generation that is continuing it, and I'm just very excited to race. It brings me a lot of emotions, courage, and I guess discipline towards the sport, because it's very dangerous at the same time, but it's also like very addictive.
It's very addictive.
That it is.
Yeah.
Now, this weekend, you guys showed up with two Pro Stock style trucks.
They were sweet.
Yes.
They were very nice. They were nice rides, and they were consistent.
Thank you.
He's
Now-
got a heck of a ride for a 19-year-old kid.
No doubt. So, now, who was driving the other truck that came in y'all's squad?
The other one, the purple one, was driving my uncle, Marcelo Peña. He was the one driving that truck, and I was driving the like maroon one. Yes, I was driving that one.
Okay, so coming to this race, how did you even hear about the race?
I think my father was scrolling to Facebook, and then he saw the class that you posted on Facebook, and then he's like, let's join and have fun. And then we just went there to Dallas and race.
Tell your dad thanks.
Excuse me?
Tell your dad thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell him.
Now, so once you guys decided that y'all were going to race the Clash, what was your like? Everybody kind of approaches the event with a what's the word I'm looking for here?
Cautious optimism.
No, strategy. What was y'all's strategy to come in and win?
Okay, first, the strategy we had, we just because we said it's going to be me and my uncle getting first or second. But since we had little difficulties with the other truck, with the transmission, it was giving us some problems. We had another plan where he just needed to win the first round, because the second one was going to be me and him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was going to take the broke, and I would get the buy. And then it got close where the third round was me with I think Price, the guy, what's his name? The Camaro, the black one. I raced him, and then that was the one. If I win that one, the next round was going to be another buy for me towards the finals. So we had little strategy there. So basically the third round was going to be the tough one. And then right there, we were just going to go to the finals.
And the strategy paid off, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did pay off. Yeah.
Now, I heard your uncle's truck. Now, I know the night before y'all had the transmission and was working on it. I heard the transmission let go on that pass.
Oh, yeah, you heard at the end? Yeah, second gear got in and...
Yep. But the strategy paid off. Y'all put one of y'all's trucks in the winner's circle.
Yeah, that was the plan.
So
the plan was to put both of them on the finals, but we got one this time.
Yeah. Well, going into this race, I talked to a lot of the racers, and everybody had strategy, which was kind of cool. I was like, hey, what's your strategy? And everybody had a plan on how they were going to chip away at this, and your plan came out on top.
Yeah, it did.
Thank you.
Now, I was impressed with your family and just everybody involved with y'all that came, all the way down to the guy that was live feeding. I can't remember his name, but everybody was super nice.
Oh yeah, we're just very humble. I mean, we're all very nice people.
And we noticed that, like we were like, hey, those guys deserve the win, and they were really nice, you know. So it was fun to race with y'all.
Yep.
Now, how did you? So one thing I seen right is first of all, let me back up a minute. I'm a babbler. I'm sorry, I'm babbling.
That's fine. That's fine.
The gentleman that was live feeding, was he live feeding to Mexico?
Which one?
The reddish haired kind of guy that was with you guys that
Oh, okay. The one that was doing the blogs and Facebook ones. No, he's a friend of ours. He's from Monterrey. He was laughing like at the end. Like what part specifically?
No, I mean his whole feed, was it going to Mexico too, or?
Oh yes, it's Mexico, like Mexico City.
Yeah, that's cool.
And also here in the U.S.
Yeah. Now, one of the people in your crowd said that one of y'all's friends was trying to make it here, but he couldn't get a pass to come across the border, and he actually got it while y'all were there.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was my father.
Oh, your dad?
He was terminating I think the visa, so he couldn't cross. But he was watching on live.
Oh man, so see, live feed paid off, right? So
yeah.
So it wasn't as great as actually being there, but it was as great as it could get, right?
Yeah, it was amazing.
There was a heck of a party wherever Dad was.
I bet.
Yeah, he was awake until like 5 a.m.
Yeah, it was a late night. So, how did you feel about your experience at the first Clash race?
I mean, it was lots of fun. I mean, at first it was new to me because I was never racing that track before. I mean, the track is like 10 out of 10, perfect conditions. I loved it. At first it was I feel like the track, it makes it so easy to race fast. I don't know if I can explain myself. Like some tracks when you race, it's like difficult to control your car.
Uh-huh.
But this one's like, just like, you don't even have to put your hands on the wheel. That's how easy it makes it. Yeah. And I love that. I love that from Texas Northwest.
Did y'all battle tire shake at all? Because that was a concern with having a radial prep track that's tight in a big tire vehicle. There was concern about battling tire shake with the big tire car.
Nah, it didn't shake at all.
Okay.
I mean, we're running it in a safe tune, so
right.
It wasn't really that aggressive, so to like tire shake.
So I had asked Eric prior to this event. So Eric was one of the guys. So he runs the Motorplex, and he was one of the guys out there prepping the track with DeMarcus and Kobe, and there's a couple other guys out there. I'm trying not to forget anybody, but I was really concerned about putting a small tire up against a big tire vehicle, and he told me, Dave, it all comes down to the track prep. And the big tire guys are going to have to be able to know how to dial in to a radial prepped track. And so it sounds like y'all did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Our number one qualifier was a small tire car. So
the Red Camaro, pretty nice car.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like the racing was very even. I don't feel like there was any smoking gun advantage to anybody. I feel like everybody had an option to or an opportunity to win. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I do agree with that because, like I said, it all comes to like where the tuning of your car. Like I'm running like a very safe tune. Like if I run aggressive, I'll probably like spin out like some other guys that were going a little bit too aggressive that spin out in the lights.
Right. Mm-hmm. So. Now, what is your driving experience? Like, what's your driving history? What's your racing history?
Okay, my racing history. Okay, I started when I was like 10 years old. First, I started with a car, regular car. It was a gray Grand Cherokee. It ran 13 5s in the quarter mile.
Mm-hmm.
But I practiced, I learned in Mexico how to race.
Okay.
It's called the Reynosa Autódromo. That's the one I learned how to race. And then from there, I got passed to another Mustang, Fox body. It ran 11s, a little bit faster. And from there, I got passed to another Mustang that ran 10 seconds. And then from there, I went to the S10 Pro Stock truck.
So it sounds like
I
you've
ran.
done majority quarter mile racing.
Yes, quarter mile racing.
So was the 8th mile racing any different for you?
Just quicker, faster. You get to the finish line. I love the 8th mile.
What
More
about-
Little easier.
like
Fascinating.
more than the quarter mile.
What?
So you like the 8th mile more than the quarter mile?
Yes, I do like more the 8th mile.
You know, so back in my younger age, everything was quarter mile, and we started going to 8th mile because the cars got so much quicker and the tracks didn't get any longer.
It's hard. It's difficult to break at the end.
Yes, and so now there's only a few events that are quarter mile, but I'm still quarter mile at heart. So,
I mean, yeah, I do love quarter mile. I usually don't race quarter mile that much yet, but soon I will start racing the quarter mile.
yeah. Now, are you still racing in Mexico, or are you just primarily racing over here now?
No, I'm racing more here in
Okay.
the USA.
Yeah.
And the Edinburgh track, that's the one I race more.
You know, we went to Edinburgh for Mike Murillo's benefit.
Yes, I remember, yes. That's when we got to know you, and from there, that's when we like, you know what, let's go to the Nitro Days event.
That's awesome. That's all. I really enjoyed. I'd never been to Edinburgh, and for one, that's a really nice city. But I enjoyed going to that track. Everybody was, you know what? That's a great fit for y'all because everyone there was super nice. You know what I mean? Like that. I get it now. I get it. Everybody wanted to feed me. Everybody was like grilling stuff, and you weren't going to go hungry.
It's easier to kidnap you.
Yeah.
You get slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, the atmosphere, and James Goad, which is most people know him as Reaper, one of those street outlaws, is a friend of mine, and he had hosted some events down there in Edinburgh, and he told me, he's like, man, the racing down there is serious, and the people are behind it. Because I asked him, why are you putting on a race in Edinburgh? And he goes, have you never been there? And I hadn't. And he goes, if you go, you'll understand. And so then I understood why he was putting his race on there.
I'd like to go to Monterey one of these days. Back when I ran Division 4, that was an actual division stop on our series, and we never went. But that was one that's kind of on a bucket list. I'd like to go race at Monterey.
I've never been there.
Yeah, it's a nice track. We raced last year for the MVP class they made over there. Like all Mexico City can go there and race. I think they're going to make one this year again in December. I'm not sure the date, but they're planning it. So if you guys want to go by and look it out, I'll guys send you a message.
Yeah. I'll have to look that up. So what's your plans for the rest of this year racing?
The plans, well, we're still debating on going into the one you guys can have on June, or is it July?
So we have one in June and one in July. The one in June is at ZMAT's Dragway. And then the one in July is in Kentucky at US 60 drag strip. And so,
No, yeah, the one in June, that's the one we're debating on going, but for sure we're going to be going to the September one, the one from
Hood to Hood.
17 to 20. Yeah, the same here. It takes more place for sure.
We have a hurdle with the one in June, which you're not going to want to hear this. So the hurdle is that, for one, I've been told I can have as many into qualifying, but we have to knock it down to 16 cars at qualifying. And the reason why is Flying H has not Flying H,
ZMAX.
ZMAX has a 12 o'clock hard curfew. So we shut down at 12. That also means that we're going to be racing in the heat of the day. And the only way I can keep that fair is going to be to keep a tire limit. So our tire limit's for this race, just this one, it's going to have to be a 275 or 28-inch tall slick. So take that into consideration. And that's the only way I can pair a bit, these cars up and not have the big tire guys come in there and just put a whooping on all the small tire guys. Small tire guys
make it
better
fair.
pretty quick. Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
And so I had talked to Justin, Keith, which owns Streetcar Takeover, him and Chase Laudenbach. But Justin's like, man, I know your guys want to race whenever sun comes down, but we can't do it here. not at this race. And I said, okay, I'll make some adjustments. So we just figured that out yesterday. So what's the chances of you guys putting a little bit smaller tire on that truck?
I mean, we tried before.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's a little bit difficult to I guess like plan the power, like plan on the track.
yeah.
I mean, it could be possible. It could be possible.
So yeah, that would be really cool if you showed up with a smaller tire on that truck and took the win again, because then nobody could say, well, it was a big tire truck.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
showed up and played your own game and won again. You know what I mean? So yeah, that would be pretty cool. But we're about to start dropping the Mark's working on the flyer for ZMATs right now. And so we should drop the flyer with the rule changes. We did another rule change too, and it was that we're going to, so after we do qualifying, which will pick in this case, 16 car field that's going to race, we're going to chip draw first round. So it won't work off of, and the chip draw, what that'll do is that will keep anybody that broke the night before being stuck on the ladder, right? So right before we go into eliminations, we'll chip draw. That'll give us our first pairings. And then after that, we'll work off of a ladder. So that we're not having to go up there and chip draw between every round, just eating time. The ladder works great.
Yeah, I love the ladder. Yes, it's like you already know your opponent. It's you don't waste time.
Yeah, it cuts all the nonsense out, right? You can go you can rest a minute. You can get your truck ready for the next round.
Go get your hot dog and a Coke.
Yeah. So I like that.
Yeah, because just by creating a group meeting, it takes time.
Right.
And time is crucial. And
so I figure since we do a driver's meeting on before the race on elimination day, we just do the one chip draw there. That way, if anybody's broke and they're out, they don't get put in the ladder. And then we go in first round, right? And then after that, it's all ladder. So then you get to strategize, see who you're racing. Once that ladder is established, you'll know what your further rounds are going to be.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's
I love the ladder a lot.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Well, cool. We sure hope to see you at ZMATs. I'm a little worried about, so I originally wanted to keep this series down in the southern states because down here, there's a ton of 450-ish cars and trucks. And whenever we planned on, our first one was actually going to be in Florida, and we just got no love. I actually canceled the event because I just couldn't get anybody to come to it. Then we come down here, and there's like a list of people, and then the Hood to Hood's already got over 44 racers signed up. That's the September race.
That's going to be neat watching qualifying.
That's going to be huge. And then, but ZMATs, I just started dropping some comments on it, and not one person has signed up yet. I have four. Let me back up a minute. I have 4 people that have put their name on the list, but nobody sent me money yet.
Really?
Like whenever it comes time to send the money, that's what separates the men from the boys right there. You know what I mean? Like that's where they're committed. Like, yes, I'm coming.
Yeah.
So
yeah, once they got some skin in the game, it's on then.
Yeah, at that point, they've made that for you. I think that whenever they say put me on a list, they're thinking about coming, right? Yeah. But whenever they say, hey, all right, I'm locked in, they're coming. So,
yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, I don't have anybody I know is coming other than Mike, but that's because that's my car.
So you like the whole premise of the 450-ish series deal that Dave's put on?
Yes, I loved it. The environment is amazing. I mean, everybody's very friendly. I don't think nobody had any problems. Like David said in the meeting, everybody was yes.
Right.
I never heard no. It's pretty perfect.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was well ran, and I liked the quality of the cars that were there. And everybody kind of, they got to the lanes quickly. It wasn't any dilly-dallying, it was like, let's go. And I really liked that part of it. Pretty professional,
everybody. Yeah.
I felt so too. There wasn't any tree games. I mean, everything just went smooth. Everybody was respectful. It was a different class of racers.
Yeah, it's just like, let's go.
Yes.
Come on.
And so, is there anything that you would suggest to look into changing? Maybe something you spotted that could improve?
maybe, I don't know if it's like if it could happen or not, but like for example, maybe the second run, I was me and my uncle that we were racing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's possible if we could like switch partners.
Switch partners.
Oh, like change it up. If one's broke, bring in somebody else.
Yes, but maybe like for example, maybe it's me and my uncle, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna try to see if I can raise maybe this guy. Like if he wants to switch, I'll ask him first. And he was like, yes, I agree. And then
changing the ladder up. And if somebody else, it's like instead of racing you, and I'm like, hey, let's get Aaron. Maybe Aaron will race me instead. But I don't know, because you want to kind of stay on the ladder.
If you were doing a chip draw each round, we could do that because then you could do call outs.
Yeah.
Call outs.
But we would have to do a chip draw each round. And being that all these events, time is not really on our side, I hate to get into a chip draw ever.
You got to bring the sun down and then,
Yeah, and there's like Z-Mats we're going to run during the day, so we don't have to worry about that, but we still got a 12 o'clock curfew.
Mm-hmm. And you want to get it in. You don't want to have.
Well, we've been to these races where they go till like sun up the next day and it's being a nightmare. And I just don't want our class ran like that. Like if I can control and give you guys a great experience, that's great. But keep in mind, we're only one class. Yeah. And so we're at the mercy that the racetrack and the series that we're part of is running smooth.
Yeah, and if they have a snafu, that just delays us a little bit more,
And I noticed that this weekend, you being a racer, you tell me if I'm correct here, but the Texas Motorplex staff and the Streetcar Takeover staff did a phenomenal job.
They stayed on top of it. There was a couple of issues, but
something that really I loved from the track is that every category before the race, they'll prep it.
Yeah.
They'll prep it. Because I feel like it's like no excuse. Like you can say, oh, it was a track. Well,
Yeah.
I'm avoid those excuses and then.
That's one reason. So we had people that wanted to double entry between small tire and our class. And generally as a promoter, and I'm talking about Streetcar Takeover here, as a promoter, you would want people to double entry to help your financial standing, right, of putting on the event. But they were very upfront. They're like, look, we don't want to race till 6 a.m. We're going to prep the track in this category. So these cars that are running this similar small tire in our class need to be back to back. So the guys that are wanting to double entry better be able to hot lap their car. They're not going to make the call. Because we're not going to push this back and race all night.
Yeah.
And so that was something they were very clear about. And at first I was kind of like, man, that's, I wasn't real sure about that. I was like, wouldn't you want the money? But after seeing how smooth this went, and we still went till 3 a.m. with pictures and stuff, could you imagine if they wouldn't have done that?
Yeah. If we had put our class and then ran some other little class in there and then ran the small tire, it would string it out way too late.
Yes.
Especially waiting on somebody to turn around and get back up.
Right.
Yeah, we'll probably finish like 5.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I think y'all asked me one time, hey, can I just take the tree and back it up? And the track officials were like, no, they need to take the tree and just cruise on down because it goes faster that way. But then as we got down to the semifinals or finals,
they started having everybody just take it.
Well, there was nobody else left, and so they were like, yeah, that's fine. They can take the tree and back up. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember. Because I remember the first time I got the bye, you're like, yeah, you have to cruise. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then the semis I got the bye, and you were like, no, you can back it up. Because we were the only ones left there. So
yeah. It got down to where now we weren't holding nothing up. So that made sense. But, consciously, I was thinking about that. And as they were allowing people to back up, I was like, man, I hope nobody thinks I was playing favorites by making them cruise down earlier before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So with as long as the Texas Motorplex is, did you get tired after you crossed the finish line of driving down to where you got the turn off?
No.
I mean, you got to sit there and put your arm up and look around out the window and just kind of cruise.
Yeah, I get the fresh air because it's pretty hot in there. It's pretty hot in there.
Well, is there anything you'd like to maybe some people you want to give some shouts out to, or anything you want to throw out there?
I mean, maybe shout out to my media man, Speed Racing Monterrey. He's known as El Compi. Maybe my team.
Yeah.
El Compi. Yeah.
Okay.
It's saying like my friend in English, but in Spanish, El Compi.
I'll remember that. I really won't, but
Yeah.
Jeff will remind me.
Yeah, that's his nickname. Maybe my team, TPM Racing, and also my
Don't forget your dad.
my mechanic, Sergio Garcia, known as El Buddy. That's his name.
Yeah.
Don't forget your
I
dad.
think my dad.
Yeah, you got to remember your dad. That's the whole reason you're there.
Oh yeah,
Your uncle
my
drove
dad,
his
yeah.
truck, right?
Yeah.
No,
He's
y'all
gonna
had
be there. He's gonna be there September.
perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Cool.
I'm
I
sure,
look forward to
Yeah.
meeting him.
I'm sure he was disappointed that he didn't get to make it.
Yeah, he was so like like anxious. Like I want to go.
Well, your team showed up with Clash of the Titans shirt on. Like, y'all were ready to go. Nitrous Outlet stickers on the trucks. Man, I like the representation and how proud y'all were to race the event. I can't thank y'all enough, because that's a confidence builder for us as well that are putting the event series together. And whenever you get people that are excited about it, just as excited as we are, it means we're doing something right. So
Yeah, we prepared a shirt. I bought this one so I could be matching with you the day you were wearing this one.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and we also got I think I sent you the stickers before on the hood.
Uh-huh.
The Nachos Outlaw we got there on both of the trucks.
And we appreciate that. We noticed it, and it's in a lot of videos.
Yes,
I zoomed
sir.
in every time you came up. So, well, you know what? I think I'm out of questions.
Yeah.
As a young man, you carry yourself very well. And I have to tell you that that I was proud to watch you and racing and see you win. And your family should be super proud. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I really appreciate everything.
Yes,
sir.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come down this way, come by, and we'll give you a shop tour. We'll show you the manufacturing facility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to you guys about that. Maybe we're gonna go. We're trying to plan maybe next 2 weeks, but for sure we're gonna be there September, so we could go even earlier, like 2 days before.
Yeah. Swing by.
Yeah, I'll even take you down to the best barbecue place in town.
No, it ain't.
Oh yeah, you gotta give me heads up though, so that I can handle that for you.
Yeah.
We'll give
Thank
you a
thank
tour and we'll go eat some good barbecue. So
I love
around here we either
barbecue.
eat Mexican food or barbecue, but I'm
I
gonna
eat
take
both.
you to barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yeah, have you ever been to Terry Black's?
Oh yes.
See, that's my favorite. Now he likes more of the local traditional, like
Hillberg or Jasper's.
Jasper's.
Jaspers is the best. It's been there since 1920s.
I mean, we're fat for a reason.
Yeah.
Then they say over here. They say when you're fat, you're healthy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. We're definitely healthy.
you're
I don't
happy
know if
too.
We're healthy, but we're definitely fat.
You're happy too.
All right. Well, Marcelo, we're going to let you get back on about your day. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for taking time out of your day to jump on the podcast here with us. And we will see you at the next race.
Yes, sir. Have
Thank
a
you.
good
It was
one,
a
buddy.
pleasure
All right. Thank
for
you.
inviting me to the podcast. Thank you.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Well, that was a good podcast. A good,
Let's try it again.
well, that was a good interview.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that family. They all showed out.
Yeah.
And they were nice and they were polite and they were a pleasure to deal with. Everybody at that race this past weekend was top notch. They was all good to deal with. They
It was
didn't
a
give
good
you any
class of people.
slap. They was happy to be there.
Absolutely. There was no disagreements as far as I know, at the entire event. They all treated each other right at the tree. They were very respectful of each other. Man, it was a great time.
It was
As far as that young man, did he say how old he was?
19.
19. Yeah, so he is. I'm not going to say he's a kid. He's a young man.
Man, I'm over 50. If you're 19, you ain't to 20 yet. You're a kid.
Yes, but man, he carries himself well.
Yes.
Very respectful. Very proud. That's cool to see him take the win on it.
Yeah, he's had a good upbringing with his family.
Yeah.
They take care of him and make sure that what was that old deal about? Don't bring shame to the family.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they put a smaller tire on that truck because I know that's a ton of work.
Yeah, because you're going to have to redo your chassis setup.
Yeah, so I would love to see them at Z-Max. I hate that I had to put a tire rule in there for Z-Max. Maybe as the class grows, we can split big tire and small tire. But right now we have to keep them as one.
Well, that'd be kind of neat in the future, having a big tire and a small tire class.
Yeah, we just don't have enough of each.
We would have to have plenty.
So, and it could grow to that.
Unless you did like a quick 8 of each one.
Yeah.
Quick 8 big and quick 8 small.
Yeah. Yeah, that could definitely happen. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But, cool.
All right. I think we did fabulous again.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a hang on this, and I really like it.
All right. Well, next week, maybe we'll let Roger come in instead.
Maybe.
So that's it for episode 18.
18.
What's up?
What's up?
And Jeff.
Don't forget to tell your mom and them.
Oh, yeah. Like us on all of our social media platforms.
Yeah. What is the name of it?
It's not .com. That's our website, nitrousoutlet.com. Yeah. So, but you can go to Nitrous Outlet on Facebook,
YouTube,
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah,
hey, do we have a X account too?
Twitter?
Do you work it?
Yeah, I do.
Twitter? Is it all Nitrous Outlet? Sweet. Look how easy that is. I don't care what platform you're at. We're there.
You can find us.
Yeah.
Huh.
There you go. See you next time.
All righty. Bye-bye.
How about that?
That was pretty good, boss.